Spaceflight Simulator. It's got space, it's got flight, and it's a simulator. What more could you possibly want? I'll tell you. More objects. There are 13 objects in stock Spaceflight Simulator that you can interact with, which I find is not even close to enough. So I added like 450 objects to the game with a custom system by SimCity SFS on the Spaceflight Simulator forums. Is this going to break my PC? Probably. Am I going to have fun? Yeah. I mean, should be easy anyway, right? Like, it's not rocket science. However, any challenge run needs some amount of rules. Firstly, the game will be in realistic mode. This means 1-to-1 scaling, which is 20 times larger than normal mode. I'm allowing myself to use certain mods that are on screen now. I may use some more mods later if I find any interesting, but I don't know yet. However, in the Share Space Engines pack, there is one engine that is way too overpowered, known as the Great Flyer. It has 12,500 tons of thrust and is more efficient than ion engines. So they're not allowed for the challenge. They're too overpowered. Cheats are not allowed besides the infinite build area, as I don't want to spend loads of time trying to set up a bunch of space stations everywhere for refueling. I may still do that if I feel like it, but I'd rather do that later in the run. You may notice at some points where I have fuel tanks that are much wider than they should be, or at over 100% fullness. This is me just editing the part to be larger and to have more fuel, which I'm allowing myself to do, but I will only set the fuel proportional to the size. Observant viewers may also notice when I click to navigate to certain bodies that a teleport button appears. This is what I use to make sure certain textures and things are working, or to check how much delta V I'll need for later, without the hassle for going to do it for real. I'll only do this in a simulation world and will not use this in the actual challenge run. Besides this, I'm also gonna try and only use capsules, and then hopefully at the end of the run I'll have like a death count, see how many failures I've had. That sounds like fun. And without further ado, I got 450 challenges to complete, so let's begin. My first ship was meant to just get into orbit and then come back down. I wanted to just kind of slowly step up in increments over time because it would be really painful to try to immediately go to someplace like Sedna on my first ship. And so, after a bit of messing around, the Kotsov 1 was born. I somehow managed to underestimate the amount of fuel I'd need to send this into orbit, and only managed to go to space and then land again. I appear to have landed in Tibet. Okay, so clearly I need much more fuel and power to get into orbit. Maybe 2 stages would be a good idea. Let's see if this works. What? Okay, well, at least the capsule survived. How about we actually attach the side boosters instead? Oh god, my ears! We did it, boys. Low Earth orbit. Let's just do a bit of an orbit just as a victory lap and then leave again. Wee. Hey, how far does this timer go? Oh my god! Low Earth orbit. Yippee! I forgot to record when I launched, but I got this ship into space. I didn't have enough Delta V to finish a transfer anyway, so I decided to just end this one too and try again. Please don't die, please don't die, please don't die, please don't die, please don't die. Okay, cool. Now I'm actually gonna check, like, how much Delta V is needed for this stuff. I estimated about 22 kilometers per second of Delta V, which is pretty much twice the amount that I had before. did it. That's 7 down, 440 more challenges to go. Oh no. But with that, I think I'm going to end the video here. Yeah, just, thanks for watching, and I'll hopefully see you in the next one. All right, bye-bye.